Saseni, I hope kila mtu anaendelea vizuri. Welcome all in our channel. This is E.N.MACHARIA, your accountant. I hope mwaka yako inaendelea kuwa fiti as the days pass by. So leo niko hapa kuwa update. There are some changes zimefanyika and they are supposed to be effective on February or January. So it's good to be informed. So kwa hivyo niko hapa kwa sababu ya one or two changes zenye ni mzuri. Pia wewe kama hujafikiwa na hiyo information ukuwe nayo. So for those who've not subscribed for this channel, it's your first time, kindly do so. Support us by subscribing, liking, sharing, commenting. You can also comment on the changes that you may feel like we need to do. If you have any complaint, compliment, na nitashukuru sana. So for today, nataka tu kuwa notify. There are two major changes that will take effect. One, 1st January 2024, and second, on the month of February, that is at the end of the month of February. So hii ya kwanza yenye ninaongelea kuhusu January 2024, it's about VAT. I can recall or remember we had a topic on e-teams na tuliguzia kuihusu. So on this notification also inahusu e-teams. So but on the VAT part, so ile ingine tulikuwa nayo ni for non-VAT registered taxpayers. Now for this is for VAT taxpayers. If you are there, uko na hiyo obligation ya VAT, it's your high time to be notified that effective 1st January 2024, there will be changes on how to file your VAT. It will be not as usual venye tumezoea, but they have introduced another way of doing it, and that's why I'm here. So as always, have a notebook, have a pen, andika kitu kidogo. Ukitaka kukumbuka something, you can refer there. So our topic, reminder on simplification of the VAT return filing. So they have simplified the way of filing returns, that is on VAT obligations, and they are calling it preferred VAT return. Preferred VAT return. So they states that Kenya Revenue Authority wishes to remind all VAT registered taxpayers that VAT return will be preferred with tax information available to KRA with effect from January 2024 tax period to simplify the VAT return filing process and improve taxpayers' experience. So they are prefiling the VAT sheet using the information on the portal from your registered PIN. That is, if you've transacted with your PIN, you've purchased, you've sold, they will have that information in their system or portal. But this is if any input VAT claimed that is not validated through Teams or E-Teams or against existing customs import declarations for input VAT claims will not be allowed. So, if you have any invoice which is not generated through E-Teams or Teams, my friend, your output VAT will not be allowed. So, be very careful. Tuliintroduce na nikasema hapa, you must be registered with Teams or E-Teams so that your invoices may be valid. And if you are transacting with people who are not registered, kubuka, you will lose. So it's high time to make sure that all your service renders, suppliers, or anybody you are transacting business with are registered with Teams or E-Teams so that your invoice can be valid. Otherwise, your invoice might not be allowed for VAT claiming. So, in this regard, KRA remind all taxpayers of their obligation to issue electronic tax invoices by transmitting the invoice details to KRA as prescribed in law. The validity of electronic tax invoice can be confirmed by scanning the QR code or by entering the control unit invoice number in the invoice checker on the iTax portal login page. So, how do you verify that the invoice is valid? One, it must have a KRA QR code, or that QR code inatokana kama the invoice was generated from the E-Teams or Teams. So you can scan and verify if the invoice is valid. Second, under that QR code, there is an invoice number, CU number, that you can verify from the KRA portal pale penye unaenda kufungua ukifile returns. So you will not log in. There is a section there for checking the invoice numbers if they are valid. So ukiweka hiyo invoice number, the information of the invoice will automatically appear on your portal. So, and if the invoice has the QR code or the CU invoice number and the information is not on the KRA portal, then you have to remind your supplier or service render to transmit his or her data to the KRA so that ikuwe on the portal, kwa sababu anaweza generate the invoice through E-Teams or Teams, but the information is not on the portal. So for those people who are using Teams most must transmit or must remember to transmit their data. Once they generate the invoices, kindly remember to transmit your data. Kwa sababu, yes, you can generate an invoice through eTeams or Teams, but you forget to transmit the data. So there is another step after generating your invoice to transmit the data so that it can be available to the portal of KRA. So KRA further advises the VAT registered taxpayers that they are required to confirm the accuracy of their declaration before submission of return, since the pre-filed VAT return is a self-assessment return as prescribed in section 28 bracket 4 of the Tax Procedures Act Cap 469B. So you are needed also to go through that pre-filed file to verify if all those invoices or information in the sheet ties with the information or the documents that you have. Sio tu ku download and then you submit, no. Or you upload and then you submit, no. You'll take a step to verify all the information is correct and accurate, then you can submit. And remember, you can add revenue or sales upward, but you cannot reduce sales from the sheet. So that is a very, very, very key point to note. So if your sales wamekuwekea 10 million and then you feel like you want to reduce them from 10 million to 9 million, that is impossible. So reducing your sales, that is impossible, but adding your sales wanakubali hiyo. So hiyo wanakubali, but ku reduce hiyo haiwezekani. So from next month, that is for the VAT of January 2024, there is a form they have introduced that you'll be downloading, already filled with the information. So yours is just to go through the information they've filed or filled. Unaangalia, unaona kama zinapelekana na information yenye uko nayo. Then if you have no issue with the sheet, you upload and then you submit. So hatutakuwa tukidownload zile Excel sheets then we key in our information. No. We shall be downloading the pre-filed Excel sheet. Una verify kila kitu iko sawa, then una submit. So ni vizuri kama wewe ni VAT taxpayer, visit KRA website for more information. Na kama uko na swali lolote kuhusu maybe filing or how to do it, kindly reach me on my social media handles, CPA E.N.MACHARIA, nitakusaidia. So for those who may have difficulties, kwa sababu hii ni kitu mpya, watu hawajaizoea, kindly don't do the wrong thing. Jaribu kutafuta usaidizi. Tafadhali usibahatishe. This thing is very serious. So make sure you know how to file them, how to go about it. Ndio mess things up. Ujipate unapigwa penalties, unalipa tax yenye ufai kulipa. Kwa sababu output VAT iko juu kuliko input VAT, ama hawakukuwekea output VAT yenye ilifai iwekwe. So consult somebody mwenye anajua to do all these things. Na nimesema for more information you can contact them. As early as possible. So usikuwe ni ule mtu anagojea on 20th ndio anafile his or her returns. This time round, because it's a new thing, do it as early as possible so that usijipate ina fix at the end of the day ama pare deadline, hujui fanya nini, upigwe penalties. So I hope nimesaidia mtu, na kama nimesema, kama uko ama utakuwa na any issue, kindly remember I'm readily available. CPA E.N.MACHARIA, all my social media handles unaweza nipata pale. My phone number iko pale, my email iko pale. So share. Tuzidi kusaidiana, tuzidi kushirikiana, tuzidi kushikiliana. Thank you very much. Muendelee kunisupport, kusubscribe to this channel, and remember to touch the notification button so that tuki-upload a new episode, at least unakuwa wa kwanza kujua. So share to your friends, share to your neighbors, share to everybody. Kila mtu asaidike. Thank you very much. Have a nice time. Thank you.